At the 2018 Texas Open, rain falling from the sky. Matty Marshall alongside Nick Sloviak, Todd Martinez here. And we're about to get into the second set. And it's going to be Russian Legion taking on Infamous and Sacramento DMG taking on Thunder. Todd, what are your thoughts on this matchup here as the Russians taking the field to take on Infamous?
I actually can't wait to watch the Russians play. Yeah, I think that they've been playing. They've been a pretty exciting team to watch all year. With their strategies and all their technical preparation and the high level of talent that they got down there. And then Infamous, I thought, played pretty well with all the new pickups that they had at the last event. Thomas Taylor once again showing that he is one of the best out here in the game still over here on this snake side. Infamous, the guys that they picked up with Schrader and Rodarte, their games are tailor-made for this field. So should be pretty exciting as the Russians are already in Dorito 3.
On the break. Looks like Infamous going to take one off the chest. He's asking for a check. Backed up way out of the tower. There's two of them there. He gets taken out, so one body down now for Infamous as big secondary moves being made by the Russians through the center of the field and on the snake side.
Yeah, and they're immediately pretty much into the 50-yard line as it's looking real good here for Red Legion. They have all the ground. Bodies are starting to drop for Infamous.
3 bodies down for Infamous.
Yeah, past the 50-yard line. At the 50 here in the snake, past the 50 in the center. So immediately Infamous on their heels, only with 2 bodies alive. And just Thomas Taylor over here left on the snake side is another body come off in the center as well. So pretty disastrous first point here for Los Angeles Infamous.
And a flawless point for the Russians. That was a Dorito 3 move on the break, Todd. That was fast.
Yeah, I think Golev got shot in the middle there, though. Took a bouncer, though. But you're right. All those bodies still alive, checking each other out right now for the Russians.
Very fast points.
Yeah, as they got all the way down that Dorito side pretty much off the get. And then quickly followed up with Kirill and looks like Karslev. Kirill in there right now getting a check. There's Smotrov, Birnikov.
And this match brought to you by GI Sports and their LVL loader. The 1.5 is now out with an enhanced speed feed. Secure snapshot lid to stop all those GI spills. Reinforced trap hood, extra durable base. You can also get the 250 round expander. Best looking loader out there right now. Check that out, gisports.com. Level the playing field. The GI Sports LVL 1.5. There's Infamous right now in the pits, finishing 12th place in Vegas. So after one event with 88 points, that's how they're sitting right there. See them discussing things. There's Ryan Rodarte. New pickup for the squad from Aftershock. Here we go. Yeah. Seattle Thunder now on your screen. Going to be taking on Sacramento DMG.
So we saw Thunder with their new pickup of Harrison Fry in the snake side. Heard he was playing well in practice, and on the breakout looks like going to be dropping a body as Lackey getting shot. Oh, a little trip and fall over the photographer there. Lackey's going to come off early. Also looks like DMG is going to lose a body. So 4-on-4, and then quickly getting right into the snake. And Seattle Thunder all the way to the 50 right away. And that's Arnatov, one of the new pickups here for Thunder. Map Chim also at the 50-yard line, but Map Chim's got to be careful. Map Chim just gets decimated as he did not check off on Snake 1. So nice work by Shane Howell. Shane Howell getting into the 50-yard line here, and then looks like Arnatov's going to get taken off. So very quickly, Shane Howell flipping the script on this one.
Shane Howell, well, I don't know if he's going to get 2 easier kills the rest of the weekend right there with Arnatov and Chim not knowing he was there, and that's going to allow Shane Howell to stand up on Thunder's side of the field in the snake and shoot out that Dorito side.
Yeah, I think that was 3 at least for Shane right there.
3 for sure.
And it stinks too because Map had just made a great move to that brick, but when he went to go wrap, that pin blocks out the shot from the snake insert into the snake 1. He just did not. If he would have stayed in that brick gun up, he would have saw Shane Howell make that move in the big old purple DMG jersey with that chain hanging low. But he wrapped around the bunker to try and get a shot on the inside of the field. Shane Howell made the move, looked inside, said, then got his shot on Armroff on the tape, and then went down the field to get the last kill.
Well, I like the moves that Thunder was making. They put themselves in position, but then they just didn't check off on that Snake 1. Shane Howell makes the nice secondary in there, catches Map sleeping, gets the kill down right in front of him, and then just still here sitting, burning some of this time off. Maybe Thunder's like, you know what, we don't want to play in this rain. We'll let you burn a little bit of the clock off before that first point on the board
They should be used to the rain.
Well, it doesn't look like it's working. Thunder's now they're trying to hit the button, and it's not going.
There it goes.
So still though, nice job by the veteran Shane Howe. He's played for Infamous in the past, former pro player. Let's look at this again. He already got the shot on map. So Shane's looking cross field. Also catches, like you said, Todd, 2 free kills there for Shane. And
I saw that coming a mile away. Neither of those guys had any idea that Shane Howe was in there. And then Devin Kale going to get shot in the back from Shane Howe. Platinum Shane Howe with the platinum chains.
Nice,
platinum Shane.
Nice little quick 3-pack for Shane Howe to start out the tournament.
Yeah.
Getting up on that board, 1 point played, 3 confirmed kills. Outstanding kill to point play ratio so far for Shane Howe.
Yeah, Devin Kale, though, you want to check out a cool story, check out his Instagram, Devin Kale on Instagram. He put a cool story up, traveling all the way out here, going to Europe with family in tow. Pretty cool little piece. But here we go, second point between Infamous and Red Legion. Infamous on your left, Red Legion on your right. This match brought to you by GI Sports and Level Loader. Big moves by Infamous. They do lose 1, but they make the Dorito 2 on the break.
They get Thomas Taylor.
Good job by Polyakov to come up in the middle into the blind spot and shoot out that Dorito side for Infamous. Polyakov, 23, going to sit in there now. They know he's there. His balls are flying over his head. Infamous continuing to push up that Dorito side, still in Dorito 3. Here comes the attack from the Russians, now into Dorito 1, and Kirill looking to come through that center of the field.
Todd, looks like they lose Malloy, though, as the body comes off for Infamous, like you guys said, from the D side. But that's the big death there from Alexander Britnikov, the best player on Moscow Red Legion.
And you can see Thomas Taylor on your screen. He was shooting cross, not playing heads up on the snake side. See the gun there switched cross field on. Well, Drew Templeton in the Dorito 3 for Infamous.
Polnikov for the Russians, and then Polnikov just trying to hang in there tough and put some pressure on the Dorito side of the field as he gets checked out by the ref. Saw some paint come off the front of that brick. And now we're looking here on the snake side of the field. The Russians look like they want to make a move into the snake, and there he goes. Smotrov going to get into snake 1.
And I don't think anyone saw that move. Thomas Taylor's looking inside from the corner. He might know now. He just took a peek down the snake tape.
So here comes Smotrov. These are the 2 rookies that well, not rookies anymore. They've been around for a little bit, but 2 of the young stars, the budding stars here on Red Legion. Polnikov in the center, Smotrov there in the snake, and then Smotrov's going to coast into the 50-yard line. Nice moves here from Smotrov.
Yeah, Infamous pretty much give him that move, and they do lose now Drew Templeton over on that Dorito side. So it is a 4-on-3, 1 body advantage now for Red Legion as they push past the 50 in the center.
So on their heels, Infamous trying to catch somebody on Red Legion slipping, making these moves forward. They're past the 50-yard line in the center with Polnikov, Smotrov in the snake. There's Thomas Taylor just stuck and getting pinched in that back corner bunker snake side. There's 3 players left alive for Infamous, and they're all tucked. Look how tight they are tucked in their spots, and that's because Legion has the 50-yard lines and putting a lot of pressure on them.
And there goes another body for Infamous. Looks like Cody Mikowski is going to get pinched from the Dorito side, and Thomas Taylor is going to come running out of that snake corner. Just 1 body left alive in that tower in the back center for Infamous. A lot of Russians coming inside of the field, and looks like Cali's going to run out of there.
That was a beautiful point from the Russians. Other than losing Malloy, they still, though, with their young stars, taking those front bunkers and putting so much pressure on Infamous. Infamous really had no answer as far as moves were concerned, as they constantly were really just dealing with that pressure, getting tons of paint put on them. Polnikov going to hit that buzzer, get checked out by the ref. If the Russians can get Polnikov, Smotrov, and Zabara to play well, they're going to be a force out here to reckon with. You can see there one of their veterans talking to the coach, Denis Golev, who's having a really good season for the Russians. You can see there on the fan wagon predictions. Get your lineups in. Big prizes at stake. Russian Legion, pretty big favorite over Infamous, 68% to 32. DMG, a slight underdog to Seattle Thunder, 52 to 48.
Looking down the Thunder pits, see Harrison Fry and Corey Field. Corey Field not wearing any gear, so you heard from him before this event that he was just going to be coaching only. My prediction was that he was going to
at some point put the gear on.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how things develop, but right now he is just doing his coaching duties. But I think that's Thunder, with a lot of these younger guys out here getting this experience for the future of their squad. They need to get those guys up to this level as quick as possible. So having Corey geared down on the sidelines, clipboard in hand, it's really going to help those guys aggress quicker than if he was out there playing, even though it's tough to get Corey Field's gun off from one of those back spots where he really could help out with those gunfights, because that's what he excels in.
Yeah, well, I mean, with Brandon Morales going to AC Dallas, I don't think I saw Mikey Liu out there and Corey Field. That's 3 of your main starters to try and pull off the field and bring in some new blood. Try and get things, you know, try and change the culture over here for Seattle Thunder as they shoot one body off the break to get Shane Howe and his Platinum Chain off the field first. But they do shoot a body from the Dorito side. For Thunder.
4-on-4 right now. A little bit better. Oh, actually, pretty much, yeah, a little bit better field position here for DMG as they have a body at the insert bunker on the snake side. There are the 4 bodies for Thunder. Trapped mostly in those center bunkers. You can see the body there trying to get out wide. That's Hansen. Wants to get out to snake or to D1. He's going to be content to just shoot inside. Lackey and Chim there. And there goes the move into D1. Makes it in clean.
Yeah, interesting play call here for DMG is they have the center can and the snake insert both shooting cross on the Dorito side. They try to make a move over there. I think that was Kim, and he gets shot. So now 1 body advantage for Thunder. And Lackey now making his way into the snake insert. So 4-on-3. Lackey gonna have to deal with the crossfield shot from the Dorito Aztec to get into that snake, but he's gonna look inside. So right now, Todd, say you coaching this field, you know, do you see any point to having the can on the Dorito side and the snake insert shooting cross? It's doing the same job? Yeah?
Snake insert over here. I mean, I'm not coaching these teams.
Fair enough.
Well, here goes the move from DMG into the snake. Oh, and he gets clipped out as he was trying to, I mean, basically got shot about a step out of the insert bunker and forced to take the walk off. And off of that, it looks like Lackey is going to get all the way to the 50-yard line. That's the spot you want to get to on the snake. You got the best shots from there.
He's going to tear some people up right now. There's one.
Yeah, Lackey's for sure going to check off down the wire this time, and then comes on the inside.
Yeah, that was Brusselback taking the early walk over here on the snake side. Chim is behind Lackey. Thunder looking pretty good here as they're past the 50 on the D side, at the 50 in the center and the snake side, and that is going to do it. So tie game right now. Seattle Thunder and SAC DMG. Thunder getting some spins with some of these younger guys. Patty Gleason was the first body to walk off, but you got Jared Lackey and Harrison Fry. We haven't seen him out there yet. Call and Arnatoff. So let's, Nick, let's get a look here at, we're talking about this layout and some of these different angles. What do you got for us?
Well, the one thing I want to tell you guys to do is go to gunsup.com, create an account and get signed up. 3D layout, you can have some fun with it and run around. But the one thing that we've been talking about a lot is these moves up the middle. And Todd, you can kind of speak to this too. A lot of guys have been filtering out, up and around and coming in. And playing both sides, the one thing they have to watch out for, especially here in these bricks, is the bounce shots coming off those pins. So one thing you guys got to do, say you go up there to those spots in the center, watch out for the bounce shots, and go to gunsup.com and get signed up.
So on the breakout, Red Legion now up by 2 over Infamous. Infamous getting a tough start again, losing both their bodies here on the snake side immediately. Just 3 bodies left alive for them. Cali is going to try to get into, no, I think that might be Nate trying to get into D2. The Russians so far here, as they have already taken position. D2 here now and past the 50-yard line on the snake side of the field. Another body coming off right now for Infamous. They're looking pretty terrible so far through 3 points.
Yeah, Nate made a move on the inside to come up into that Dorito, but looked like he wrapped super hard and caught one in the goggles as Golev just ran up the middle looking for that Dorito side the whole time.
Well, let's listen to the pits here with Infamous down by 3 points right now.
30 seconds.
See, it's already pretty much do or die time for Infamous. They can't go down 4 here to a team like Moscow Red Legion. They do have a ton of time left to work with because these points are going pretty quick.
Right, and that's the one thing too to point out. The last broadcast you guys saw us with on GoSports.com was in France. It is a 7 or 6 point mercy rule here as opposed to the 5 in Europe. So just a refresher on that. We'll see what happens as you watch the split screen breakout between DMG and Thunder in their 3rd point. Thunder going to take the Dorito 1. Dorito Tower moving up the middle now. Snake can. DMG making a quick bump. Shane Howe, he got picked up last time he made that move. Makes it a little bit crisper now. He's alive. Here's a big move up the center. Going to get picked up, though.
Yeah, it ends up getting taken out. And again, make sure to go to Go Sports, sign up. We need your support.
So there's the lineup right there for Thunder on your screen. Dorito 1, Dorito corner, back center Snake Tower, and the Snake can. Lackey going to look cross field. Shane Howe going to fill out now to the Snake corner for DMG. They are up one body. It is 5.
Oh, Matt catches one. Couldn't get small enough. It gets real tight in those back spots. Look for that all tournament long, man. You're going to be in those gunfights, especially when you're out a little wide at the can and the tower on the Snake side and the D side. Lackey is now going to try to get that crossfield shot, but Russell back on your screen at the 50-yard line. Got to stay low. There she is. Russell back now looking inside. He's going to come back, wrap around.
Yeah, Brustleback's in a good spot right now because Shane Howe is in the Snake corner for DMG, and DMG have a body over here in the Snake can. So 3 bodies stacked on this side for DMG, although DMG now lose their Dorito 1 player. So they're giving a body back here as moves being made on the Dorito side by Thunder, but Brustleback now. Ooh, what a shot by Brustleback to line it up and get the shot on Lackey.
Yeah,
nice job. Shot. No one for Thunder knows he's here. Only 1 body left alive for Thunder in the Dorito 2. Brustleback going to go ahead and shoot him. Shoots him as he tries to make him move up. So nice job by Brustleback, backed up by Shane Howe to put the second point on the board for DMG. The score should be 2-1.
Well, these teams trading points back and forth. Pretty evenly matched fight so far. Though with 9 minutes to go, still a bunch of time left in this match. To see if Thunder has any sort of answer. And speaking of answers, we haven't seen any answer so far from Infamous, as they're going to be taking the field next. And it's just been all Moscow Red Legion. Much different story in that match, but good to see the rookies here, Sacramento DMG. And let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks. Infamous has had a tough start here in their first match against Moscow Red Legion so far, but they are no stranger to slow starts. I was talking to Thomas Taylor. He said that they didn't get much practice the first weekend, but they did have a great second practice and a good practice yesterday. They've been practicing against PC Katana, Damaged, and AC Dallas, and said they really felt like things were rolling before coming into the first day here on Friday. They are trying to get their chemistry together. They have a lot of new players this year, so we'll see if they can manage to get some points on the board.
Looking at Infamous, who've dug themselves a little bit of a hole, not able to keep bodies alive off the break. We'll see if they can get it done here at this point. Thomas Taylor off the break to the insert bunker on the Snake side, and they take D2. Also, so a good break as they double up the tower in the center. Not able to produce a kill, though, with the heavy guns, with the 3 guns up in that center of the field, but able to get their bodies out alive. It's 5-on-5.
Nate Schrader with that big move all the way to Dorito 2 on the break for Infamous, looking to get things going over here. But 3 guns on Nate right now from the Russians. Golev in this can on the Snake side looking across. Smotrov going to battle heads up now, but he's going to take one in the wrist and run off the field.
That was a nice gunfight win right there for Thomas Taylor as he gets that shot on Smotrov. So now, Russians, for the first time here in this game, they are playing down a body.
Yeah, that's what Infamous needs to get back in this. Interesting read here is the Russian Legion not shooting anybody on the break, kind of locked into their spots, didn't make any big secondary moves that we've seen through the first 3 points after getting at least 1 or 2 kills on the break. And even off that kill by Thomas Taylor on the Snake side, no quick moves by Infamous over here as they are in a 2-on-1 situation. Now the second body to drop for Moscow Red Legion over here on the Snake side. It's going to be a 5-on-3 with no Red Legion players on the Snake side, but big up and over jumps move into the Dorito 2.
Well, it's going to be an interesting situation here for the Russians. There are the 3 bodies left alive, like Nick just said. Nobody alive here on the Snake side, which is going to let Thomas Taylor just go off to the races, dives into the 50, and then the hammer. Oh, look at this, though.
Oh, Nate.
Bad move across from Nate Schrader. Nate tries to go from D2, cuts to the inside, and ends up throwing his body away.
Yeah, and now the Russian Legion are on Infamous side of the field. Ooh, Thomas Taylor gets a shot across field. He does, but Infamous do lose a bye. Looks like Cody Mikowski taking the walk.
Thomas Taylor did get that kill when Cody died.
So it is a 3-on-2. Big move down the Dorito side right now. Thomas Taylor picks him up.
Thomas not able to get the shot on the player pushing forward, who's able to stay alive, getting past the 50-yard line and gets another kill on Infamous.
Brindikoff gets shot.
Good
Drew
job,
Templeton
Mike
gets shot. It looks to be a 2-on-1 right now.
So Thomas Taylor is going to sprint all the way down the field and then comes back, ends up, he is going to, then he pulls an audible, gets back, tries to get, I was going to say, it looks like he was going to try to beat his player to the buzzer, and he does.
Wow, what a sequence of events right there. Thomas Taylor sees the body going down the Dorito side, shoots the first one, second one's coming. So Thomas Taylor stands up to make a move as Bierdnikov is filling out. Callie Kevin was already there in the snake corner alive, picks off Bierdnikov. So Thomas Taylor sees that, takes off running. Right now he's got no loader on his gun. Takes off running like he's gonna go for the buzzer, but then the Russian player picks him up, so he cuts back to the inside. Callie holds off the Russian player coming down, I think it was Kirill. And then as Thomas Taylor sees the Russian dealing with Callie going back for the buzzer, Thomas Taylor takes off for the buzzer, jumps and hits it. Right before the Russian takes off, Kirill takes off and hits the buzzer himself.
Hey, man, nice job by the veteran Thomas Taylor, keeping his wits about him. That was a beautiful breakdown, Todd.
Can you say that again?
Super chaotic and crazy out there. But hey, we talked about this. The teams that succeed out here are going to be the teams that win when the scramble starts, when the chaos happens. You know, in that counter punch paintball that we're going to see on this field. So Thomas Taylor saving Infamous, and now they're only down by 2.
Absolutely. Here we go on the breakout. DMG going to the can, heads up. Lackey once again coming over here into the snake insert. Thunder going all the way to the Dorito side pillow. Shane Howe coming up the middle to the snake side giant wedge. And looks like they're going to trade out. So one body coming off for each team right now.
You can see the killers on your screen there, the top 5. Shane Howe with that huge first point that he had. And Matt Chim up there with Arnatov as well. Russell back in there, that last point he had. Looked like body dropping now for Thunder. With Lackey here on the snake side of the field. There are the 3 bodies left alive for Seattle Thunder on your screen, stuck in those back spots and in D1.
Yeah, so Brusselback has this whole snake side to himself. If he can get himself into the snake, he'll have free reign to crawl all the way down the tape. He's going to play over the top. No one's shooting at him right now. You can see the 2 bodies there for DMG, Brusselback in the snake insert.
Everybody's getting free reign right now, Nick. Sorry.
It took me a second, and then I got it. And I got it. You're right. Come on out to the NXL Texas Open. Get your free reign today. And that free reign is brought to you by GI Sports on Go Sports right now with the LVL loader. So check it.
Man.
But Thunder in the Dorito 3, Dorito 1, and the back center tower.
Yeah, so even though the DMG does have an extra body out there, it's the player right now in D2.
Thunder losing a body, now, DMG losing a body.
Yeah, Thunder attacking on that D side of the field past the 50-yard line.
Getting shot.
Yeah, getting a couple kills, and it looks like Thunder going to blow this one open here. As he's going to run in. Did he get shot before he got there?
Absolutely.
Tail got shot, and they're going to call no points, so that should give it. I didn't think he hit the bunker or hit the buzzer. He definitely got shot.
Pretty sure he hit the buzzer. He kind of stumbled a little bit as he was going in through the muck out there, but it's still, hey, I like the aggression there from Kale as he was trying to burst open that D side of the field down a body.
He did.
Yeah, he did. So now that's 2 points in a row we've seen in this match with a situation where, hey, if the snake side's blown open and you still have bodies on the D side, you got to have to start with the aggression over there. You need to push forward into the guns. We saw Moscow Red Legion try to do that. Thomas Taylor did the same thing on the snake side, but because there's so much blocking you out from those crossfield shots, you're going to see a lot of that in this tournament with those teams, with one side getting blown open for one team and then snake side for the other team, and then they'll be racing towards that buzzer.
That is a cute yellow visor that Kirill has there, the old tie-on. Remember the old dye tie-on visors back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a dye one, but...
maybe Rocky Cagnoni pulled it out of his gear bag.
That's the Davey Williamson special right there.
Yeah. So there are the fan predictions on myfanwagon.com. Russian Legion a pretty big favorite over Infamous, with Thunder a slight favorite over DMG.
30 seconds.
So we're going to get into this next point as the rain still continues to fall here Friday morning. First couple sets of the prelims.
20 seconds.
Free reign.
Sorry, I must have had too much corn at the barbecue place yesterday.
10 seconds.
So looking at Moscow Red Legion right there on your screen.
So Thomas Taylor making a game out of this one in that last point. Now Infamous only down by 2. We'll see if they can live through the break. That's been their problem. They almost squandered a high body situation in that last one. The Russians lose a body now, so Infamous
losing a body as well.
Yeah, slightly turned the tables. At least they're shooting some bodies off the break. It's 4-on-4.
Russians in Dorito 3 right away, with Drew Templeton getting shot off the break on that Dorito side for Infamous. That gives them the move. So now Red Legion into the snake right there on your screen, making a secondary move on the Dorito side. Gonna get another kill on Infamous. That might, no penalty. So things looking good for the Russians right now.
Yeah.
As they are just making very smart, coordinated moves all across the board here.
Stacking up on that D side there, top of your screen, way past the 50, all the way on Infamous side of the field.
Cody Mikowski.
Mikowski tries to run him down and is able to get a shot on him, has to sacrifice his body to do it. Just 2 players alive right now on your screen here for Infamous, trying to hold the line. Kelly Rudolph in this back corner bunker here, bottom left portion of screen. Oh, gets a kill.
Ryan Rodarte.
Yeah, Rodarte gets the kill on Smotroff, kind of catches him sleeping here in the 50.
So now it's a 2-on-2. So it looked like the Russian Legions pretty much had this point locked up as Burdnikov scrambles his way out to the snake corner.
Well, that's 2 bad gunfight losses for Smotroff here in this game so far.
Yeah, it looks like so it's Kirill and Burdnikov on Rodarte and Callie Rudolph. So Kirill making a move now into the Dorito 3.
Yeah, better field position for the Russians with Kirill in D3.
And you can see that angle right there on your screen from where Kirill's at, the gunfight he's going to be locked into with Callie. If you can make the move across, and that's Ryan Rodarte, he's playing low on the snake side. He doesn't know that Malloy has made the move into the can because that can is inset. He's shooting at him now. That's Callie actually shooting at him now, wrapping around the snake corner. If Callie can make a move.
Well, that was nice. That's a nice job by Callie. Got to be careful. Callie breaks the cross, and that allows Kirill to move up another bunker. That's the peril of breaking that cross. You have Rodarte look at snake side, and then looks like Malloy is going to get back to the back corner bunker and maybe get a shot on Callie's pack. Yeah, now he tries to wrap around and get a shot on Rodarte. Now he rips the lane at Rudolph. Rudolph is going right hand out the left-hand side. Sometimes you got to do that as you're going back and forth here, switching your gun through these lanes. And here comes Malloy. Malloy now cutting to the center of the field. Is the time taking off clock a little bit here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. One of the longer points we've seen.
That's what surprised me a little bit about the way Malloy and Kirill are moving with that 2-point lead. You know, they can kind of sit back, and in the positions they're in, it's going to be really hard for Callie and Ryan to fill out. And I think it's what Malloy is doing right now is kind of unnecessary.
The reversal?
Nah, I mean, just playing out in the open and kind of loose, you know. I like that he's throwing them off, but if he gets killed, you're going to give Infamous this point. So, you know, you can see the way Callie and Ryan have to play because of how far, and look, Malloy throws his body away. I don't understand what he was doing there.
Yeah, a little too much aggression here out of Malloy with that 2-point lead, not a lot of time left. Really unnecessary, but he's that guy, though. I mean, he pulls that stuff off more often than he doesn't. However, like you said, unnecessary right now. Now you put Kirill in a bad spot where it's 1-on-2, and they could have easily burned off another minute or two in this situation.
Yeah, and the one thing that what Kirill's lucky with right now is that Infamous have no idea that it's a 2-on-1.
Well, they do now, I think, as Rudolph is going to completely commit, and he's going to get the drop on Kirill. So, yeah, because Malloy playing hyper-aggressive really for no reason.
Yeah, to me, that was kind of uncharacteristic.
Well, it's characteristic of him making the crazy moves bunker to bunker, which is why he's so good in these situations, and we've seen him have those magical plays over the years. But based on the scenario, I mean, that's what makes better teams so consistent, is that based on the situation, you know, they don't put themselves in a bad spot. They're always going with the high percentage play. The high percentage play with the 2-point lead is burn the clock off. Yeah, sure, make a move here or there, but you don't have to just run wild and reckless in the center of the field, living by your gun for no reason.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd take Malloy and Kirill in a 2-on-2 every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, Malloy.
The position that Kirill was in, period, would not allow any movement from Callie or from Rodarte. You know, again, it was just that move by Burdnikov trying to go through the center. And I didn't really hear him yelling to Kirill. I mean, I understand getting closer to Kirill. He's all the way on the opposite side of the field in Dorito, and you know, they're Dorito 2, absolutely. But don't make the push through, man.
So that makes it a 1-point game. Jumping back into this match here with Sacramento DMG and Seattle Thunder. 7 minutes and 31 seconds to go here on the clock. And it looks like a big move from Thunder. Sent a body all the way up to the brick. I think that's Patty Gleason.
Yep.
And I think he was able to make it in clean. So nice move by Thunder. You can see the top 5 killers there on your screen. Shane Howe leading the pack with 6 confirmed with that huge point that he had. early on in this match.
Yeah, Gleason has got Kim in front of him, and they know that he's there, and he's going to take one right to the back
nice
of the head.
Jump shot.
Yeah, that's...
Is that Gerber?
Yeah, it's Gerber. Gerber making the move. William Gerber makes a big move. Has to jump over the bunker to get the jump shot on Patty Gleason, but he does. So nice counter move by Gerber. Now he's alive at that 50 brick, and here's the line for Thunder. On their heels right now as the push is past the 50-yard line on the D side. Looks like a penalty going to be assessed on Matt Chim, which is going to pull off another body, so not looking good here for Thunder.
Looks like Thunder's going to concede that point with sack DMG bodies all over the place. Howe, Gerber. Looks like Kim over there on the Dorito side.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to check in again with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks, Thunder just let DMG go up 3 points now in their first match of the weekend. I talked to the coach, Corey Field, and he said he doesn't feel like DMG is doing anything special. They're just getting to the bunkers and they're shooting their guns and they're executing more solid than his players are. You haven't seen Corey Field on the actual field yet because he's actually not suited up to play this weekend. He said he's staying in the pits to provide guidance to his team players and a lot of the new players who are on the squad this year.
Looks like we have another issue here with the horn. As thought both teams are trying to scramble out there to get out there as quick as they could, but it's like we got ourselves a little technical timeout as they're going to reset that clock. So a little free timeout here for Infamous and the Russians. Infamous are, well, 3 of them are out on the field. Schrader, Mikowski, and Rodarte.
Yeah, Taylor ran back off the field. He's getting some more paint. Looks like Callie as well.
So maybe did Infamous might have called a timeout.
Let's go, boys.
Well, I don't know. They were arguing at the sidelines that
the clock was off.
Clock was off,
yeah.
Which I don't know. It seemed like it was a right amount of time. The Russians were all out there at the box.
You can see there on your screen in that other game between Infamous and the Russians. Kirill Bridney 4, Callie Rudolph with 4, Paul Nikoff with 3, Nate Schrader with 2, and Drew Templeton with 2.
You need a picture like that, Matty. You need a little stat card.
You missed my stat card from 2005?
Yeah.
I don't get any stats up here.
I'll give you some stats.
I guess it'd be how many times I mispronounce somebody's name. That could be a stat.
Oh, hey,
probably going to be pretty high.
We all have those. Red Legion losing a body over on that Dorito side. Both teams, though, in the Dorito 2 off the break. Only difference here, Red Legion playing cross while Infamous is heads up. You can see those players right there on your screen. Only 3 big Doritos on either side of the field right now.
Thomas Taylor trying to get his gun up in that can. Looked like he might be having some issues. Rodarte holding down the snake side from that back center. Mikowski shooting across the field. Drew Templeton in the tower. And Nate Schrader over there in Dorito 2. Referee going to run in, give him a check. Thomas Taylor takes another spot, but still trying to get his gun up.
It was interesting. Thomas, with them Infamous going back to the pit, his gun was working. I don't know, maybe if he turned it off before he ran out there, but he's going to make his way now into the snake, and the Russians do as well. So both teams now mirrored up in the snake.
Yeah, making the moves at the same time, and then off that looks like a fill out wide here for Infamous, trying to get out to the back corner bunker on the snake side of the field. I'm not sure if Thomas's gun is working yet, though.
No, negative.
It's not. He's still trying to get it up. Obviously, water and electronics normally don't go very well together, so when it starts raining consistently for hours, this is kind of what happens every now and then.
It's free reign.
There is the matchup on the D side of the field. Both teams have a body in D2. Both teams with that player shooting inside. Trying to keep that communication going. It's kind of tough to communicate cross field because you are locked up a lot of times, like Infamous is looking down those sidelines.
No, absolutely. And the Russians right now are just poised, waiting for the move from Nate to be made on the Dorito side as Thomas now crawls into the snake too. Still have not seen him shoot his gun yet.
Nah, he's still working on it. There's Smotroff in the snake. Smotroff is now going to line up here with Thomas.
I think he just
Did he get a ball out?
I think he shot a ball. It didn't look like it came out at the right speed, though. It looked pretty low.
So there's Smotroff with gun dominance here on the sideline. With the time ticking off, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Legion trying to hold on to this 1-point lead. Loy right behind. You can see their top of your screen looking at Thomas Taylor as well. So Smotroff and Malloy trying to hold this snake side. Thomas Taylor with his gun down still. There's Kirill Peridny in D2, matching up.
Yeah, Drew Templeton now filters out behind Nate. And Drew Templeton takes one. So now one body down for Infamous. It was 4-4. Here comes a move down the snake side. Thomas Taylor gets bunkered out clean. Immediate crossfield shot on Nate. He might have missed it though, but Golov gets shot.
So Golov gets shot in the center, and Smotroff did miss his crossfield shot on Nate Schrader. Smotroff gets up begging for a penalty, but he just flat out missed that shot. And here comes the one-hand gangster gat slide in from Nate Schrader, who is trying to blow this point open here for Infamous to try to tie it up. He gets his 2 kills before he walks off.
It's a 2-on-1.
Just one player left alive for Moscow Red Legion. Malloy in the back corner bunker here on the snake side of the field. So the tables have turned, and Infamous with a 1-body advantage and 1 minute and 12 seconds to work with.
Wow, what a turn of events. And Smotroff just dropping the ball. I guess he assumed he got the shot on Nate across the field. He missed it, and Nate came out and said, Switches the whole game up right here. Rodarte and Cody Mikowski taking on Barytnikov. Under 1 minute right now to play. Cody making moves onto the Russian side of the field. Ryan Rodarte takes his gun off Malloy to allow him to wrap this side of the field right now.
Malloy is just hoping that somebody makes a mistake here so we can turn it into a one-on-one and try to burn this time off the clock.
Yeah, Rodarte made a bad move, and look at this. Malloy goes to launch, but Cody Mikowski makes him at the same time to get the shot on Malloy. Now the game is tied.
Well, then it goes back to that mistake that Malloy made in the point before this. If they had burned more of the time off, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. We'd be talking about potentially a 1-point victory and a little too late from Infamous. But because of that mistake, it's now tied at 3.
Yeah, time maybe could have won that point.
Well, and also what a
forced Infamous into a reckless game plan.
Nasty Nate, though.
With the one-handed hook shot.
And also, hey, like we always say, paintball cliche, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. And you can see that Smotroff just flat out missed his crossfield shot on Nate after getting the good kill on Thomas, whose gun really wasn't working. And Smotroff misses that shot. Nate with the dunk on Kirill.
Dunk.
Well, first he smokes Smotroff and then dunks on Kirill. But still, because Nate, with maintaining that composure over there with that lucky miss, able to put the point on the board. Nice closeout also by Infamous, too.
I wish we had Nasty Nate's right-handed hook shot on Kirill there with the kadunk coming down the Dorito side on replay. We got to see that again.
It's a little different situation as Thunder down by 3 with 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go here against Sacramento DMG. DMG on your right, Thunder on your left. Clean break for both squads. First body to drop, though, is for Thunder out of D1.
Yeah, looking inside right into a ball as that Thunder player made it there clean. Went to engage in a gunfight and lost it. Not a terrible breakout. DMG gonna give that body right back as Gerber tries to make a move up the middle and just gets iced up. Harrison Fry making his way into the Snake 1 right there on your screen for Seattle Thunder.
Haven't really seen Harrison Fry much here in this match, and with the pump smoke, his be on the D side.
Yeah, he's been playing both sides of the field, so you can see they're your top 5 killers for this match. Gerber, number 5 there at the bottom of the list. He got chopped up early.
The point I'm trying to make is that we don't see Harrison Fry on the kill count leader list.
Oh, no.
Because he was doing really well for him at the last event in Vegas. Now they're flipping him over here to try to get some aggression going as they need 3 points in 5.5 minutes.
Well, he's doing it right now. Gunned up, earned his way into the 50 Snake. As you can see, the second body now dropping for Thunder out of that Dorito. They're just not having any luck out of that Dorito 1.
Yeah, Will Hansen getting clipped over there on the D side. So just 3 bodies now for Thunder with Fry at the 50-yard line, looking cross-field.
So
DMG going to try and counter right now with Brusselback coming into the Snake 1. Fry does have protection, but Brusselback's going to come in, gun up. And it looks like, oh man,
wow,
that was a close one right there as Fry felt him coming, kind of jumped up, but then looks like they're going to call a Simo as the Snake clear, but DMG still has the Snake corner as, I think that's, is that Arnatov?
Yeah, it is. It is Arnatov in the Snake 1. So it's a 3-on-2, it looks like. 1 body advantage.
DMG getting creepy over there on the Dorito side, though, as they now come into the Dorito 4. Make that the Dorito 5 of Seattle Thunder. Here comes Shane Howe, but he has
Arnatov.
Not sure he knows where Arnatov is.
Yeah, Arnatov.
And Arnatov has no idea he's
and
there.
Here comes Arnatov, has no idea. Shane's going to come around, stitch up the back of Arnatov, and so Shane
And that's gonna do
wins
it.
the battle by being aggressive, and that is going to do it, as still a body left alive on the D side of the field as well. So 5 points on the board right now for DMG. Thunder, unfortunately, just can't seem to get any sort of aggression, consistent aggression going. I mean, they're attempting to go forward, but not winning the battles out there.
Yeah, I mean, the first point looked, I think, the best for Thunder is they were in the 50 snake, the 50 brick, but then they let Shane Howe just sneak into the snake and dice them up. Unfortunately, they lost the 2 bodies early, trying to play out that Dorito 1, and just haven't been able to put it together. I like the kind of counter punch moves they've made, but unfortunately, they've already down too many bodies to counteract what DMG's doing. And I like what DMG's doing, man. They're playing a controlled game.
Well, they're playing that counterpunch game, and it's working out for them. They are taking some ground, but they are winning those engagements. We just saw Shane Howe play the aggressor right there, and ended up working out for him as Arnatov was looking inside. I like those secondary moves we're seeing out of DMG, and they're winning those close points. You want to win games, win the close points. Speaking of close games, Red Legion locked up with Infamous here, and a good break for the Russians as they take the snake off the break and then get a kill. As Infamous,
Yeah, Wyatt trying to make his move up the center. He gets diced up.
he had any idea that Smotrov has made his way into Snake 1, and here comes a full court press. Everyone is pushing forward right now for the Russians with under 10 seconds to go. They're trying to win this point and steal the victory away from Infamous. I don't think they're going to have enough time to do it. Noble attempt, though, as they are able to shoot at least 4 bodies for Infamous, but we are going to be heading to our first overtime.
Wow.
Man,
That was one heck of a push.
yeah, everybody, all the Russians got up, started going, but a lot of big open space after those big wedges when you cross onto your opponent's side of the field. Let's see how that plays out later in this event when teams get down and games get close and you got to go. What's going to happen?
We've had some close games already here. So the Houston Heat Seattle Uprising game was that was a close one, man. Houston Heat stole it at the end. And then now we got ourselves our first overtime match.
Hey, we won the last 3, right? Momentum's in this pit. Come on.
Looking in the pits right now. In the pits with Uprising. Waiting to get into their next match as they're going to take on San Diego Dynasty. Uprising already with one game that they played here, and that's close loss to Houston Heat.
Yeah, so one thing we're going to talk up here using the Guns Up app is just the push we've seen on the snake side. When no teams are in the snake, we see the bodies in the snake being able to go all the way to the 50. There's no one here, and there's no one here. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Let's delete this one here. Let's make some moves here. Uh-oh, I lost it. Uh-oh, what happened? Here we go. I got to hit some buttons here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm a master at this. So once players get into the 50 snake, the only thing that's really going to stop them is someone else in the snake or this corner. And that's where we've seen all these bodies filtering into the snake, squiggly like that, making it in and going all the way. And once they do that, they can wrap around and get these kills heads up. Here, we saw in the game of Russellback getting in, setting up a nice shot on the snake insert. So good job by all these players to recognize the openings on the snake side as we watch point number 7 between DMG and Thunder. 4 minutes left to go. Thunder taking the Dorito 2 on the break. Big move by them.
Yeah, and Thunder on your screen here, you can see. And now we're taking a look at DMG doubling up that back center tower. Able to get into D1, a clean break for them. 5 bodies alive for both these squads. 3:40 to go. Thunder wanted to make a move here on the snake side, get into snake 1 with Harrison Fry. And he is looking down the sideline. He's going to try to crawl into snake 2, and he's going to be able to do it because there's nobody out wide to stop him. There's no one in the snake. There's no one in that back bunker. And Harrison Fry immediately gets to the 50-yard line and is going to try to get that crossfield shot. He's going to look at the tower first. There's a player in D1, no one in that tower. There's Lackey, who's behind Harrison Fry.
Harrison Fry looking for those kills that Nick was just talking about on the Guns Up app on the inside. But if he can't get those, he's going to have to come to the outside, try and wrap that. But there's 2 bodies on the snake side, in the snake insert and that corner. As Shane Howe in that corner working back and forth. DMG making a move up on the Dorito side. Arnatov getting shot for Seattle Thunder. He comes running off the Dorito side, so Harrison Fry is going to have to start getting some kills pretty quick here. He's going to shoot a zone on the Dorito side, but looks like Seattle Thunder is going to concede the point.
So yeah, let's head down and check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, the coach of Infamous, Travis Leminski, said this is what they train for. This is how they play. As I said earlier, they're no stranger to slow starts, which is what we saw at the beginning of this match, but they always perform their best under pressure. So we'll see if they can take this win here in overtime against Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah, well, you can tell Infamous always one of those scrappy teams. A lot of fight in Infamous historically, and on a rebuild season here, picking up some new players. I like some of those pickups, picking up some divisional players as well. Seeing if they can try to sneak this win away from a team that, you know, talking about rebuilds, really much is pretty much rebuilt at this point in time. Going to need a little bit more out of Smotroff here on the Snake side of the field. It's kind of a little hit or miss here, and they're going to need him to play well if they want to contend with the best teams out here at this tournament.
Yeah, they bounce Krill Pridney and Nate Schrader get shots. So one body down for Infamous on the break, and an unlucky bounce for them against Krill, making his way up to that Dorito side cake. So 5-on-4 right now, Red Legion on your left, making a move now into the, Snake side brick is Golov. He's playing heads up. The Russians have 3 bodies stacked over here on the Snake side. Malloy filling out of the back center as Golov wraps around, trying to get himself a kill. Now going to come back over to the Dorito side as the Russians lose a body on that Dorito side. 4-on-4, Thomas Taylor making his way into the Snake insert.
Looks like Thomas might have caught one, though. The ref's going to get in there and check him out, and as they do that, here comes the attack. But again, Smotroff getting shot down the Snake side of the field. Vernikov right behind him. They do have that body up in the center with Golev. So it is now a 3-on-4 situation, I believe. As there are 4 bodies left alive for Infamous. 2 and still in that back center, though. See if they can get that body out.
They got a lot of paint. Cody Mikowski shifting now over to that Dorito side temple. There you see the 4 bodies for Infamous. Thomas Taylor in the Snake insert shooting across the field. There's Golev in that big Snake side pillow up over the top, looking to lock off that Snake zone.
The big question is, does Infamous know that Golov is up there? As Thomas Taylor now gets into the Snake, I think he made the move unseen. He's going to be able to crawl all the way down.
Well, so the 2 players that have come off are 2 of the young guys that need to step up for Red Legion is Karslev. I misspoke earlier and called him Zabara, different guy. But Karslev coming off early with Smotroff. Wow. So we'll see if some of the veterans can get it done here for the Russians.
Thomas Taylor misses his shot on Krill Pridney. Malloy fills out to the Snake corner. Pridney now forced to play heads up. Cody Mikowski, or no, Drew Templeton launches into the Dorito 2. He makes it clean through Krill's gun. Thomas Taylor might have taken one off the top of the head. He looks to be clean.
Thomas still tucked into the Snake right there. The ref right by him. Move being made by Nate over here on the D side of the field into D2. Krill's just zoned up on that lane, trying to keep him from pushing into D3. Does a jump shot over the top.
Kirill and Drew Templeton are going at it right now.
Templeton.
And Malloy goes from the Snake corner all the way to the Dorito 2.
Wow.
I loved it. I love it.
So he pulls a Malloy, essentially.
My favorite player to watch. That was unbelievable.
Well, he's in D2 right now trying to back up and help out Kirill Pridney.
He was like, Golev needs help. I'll come over here. He filled out to the corner. Kirill needs help. I'll go all the way over here. It's just amazing how he doesn't get picked up on those moves. And now he's in a great position.
Yeah, in the Dorito 3, that forces Cody Mikowski to fill back. I'm surprised. If that's Rodarte in that tower there in the back center for Infamous, he is not filled out to help out Thomas. That's what Thomas needs. If Rodarte can fill out to the Snake side and put pressure, shoot the bounce shot into Golov right there on your screen, this game's over.
Because that bounce shot off that pin, that's a real bounce shot, man. And we've already seen that here at this event so far.
Yeah, Golov would be, he couldn't live right now playing the way he is.
But the problem is, like you said, though, Nick, is that unfortunately for Thomas Taylor, he's been completely by himself out here on a wire and just hiding essentially from Golev this entire point.
Right, and Cody Mikowski and Rodarte are now crossed up in the back center. They're switching back and forth. They need to figure out how they're going to attack because Drew Templeton has gotten shot. Now it's a 3-on-3, even bodies.
So in Malloy, that move paid off as he's now in D3 right beside Kirill. Kirill wraps around that brick and he looks like he wants to launch. There goes Malloy.
Yeah, Thomas
has to be careful of going out of bounds.
This is what stinks for Infamous. Thomas still thinks that Malloy's got to be down the tape. Thomas can get up and play the tape, wrap around him on Golov, and Golov now is creeping through the middle, going to bunker out
Golev
Thomas.
is going to come through. Yeah, takes out Thomas and takes his position. That leaves just probably, I think, Rodarte in that back center bunker with also one more body, and that is it. So nice work by the Russians. Beautiful move by Malloy as he was able to get behind Kirill pulls those moves that only really Alexander Burtnikov can pull off, making just insane fills from the snake side of the field into D2. Nobody does that sort of stuff. We're all in here just kind of shaking our head how teams constantly let him do that. It's unbelievable, man. No one else does the fills like Alexander Burtnikov does. But still, the veterans here. So Karslev and Karslev and Smotrov walk off early. And it's up to the veterans to end up to win this point here in overtime. There goes Golev, executes Thomas Taylor. Beautiful work by Kirill Peridny and Alexander Burtnikov in the center and on that D side of the field.
Yeah, and again, a blunder there by Infamous is neither of their players, Mikowski or Rodarte, are looking this way. And I'm going to have to put that one on Rodarte, just making a rookie mistake and not getting out behind Thomas. And then again, no one on Infamous seeing Malloy shark all the way across the field.
Well, that's also not a position Rodarte normally finds himself in, trying to lock it down from the back center bunker. I mean, he's a front attacker in the center, not typically a guy that's in that position. So maybe something they need to work on a little bit, as they do end up losing that match. Back into this one though, with a huge lead, 6-1 is your score.
And look at this
with
press.
2 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Man, I'm liking this move, all these moves right now by Thunders. They're already in the 50 snake, the Dorito side 50 brick, and the Dorito 2. Big moves on the break, making it clean, applying that pressure to Sacramento DMG. DMG, though, doing a great job weathering the thunderstorm that is coming at them. Because even though Thunder have the positions, Sacramento DMG are locked up in their spots, playing tight, not giving Thunder anything. So that just goes to show that even though if you do have great position on the field up there, you can still stay alive. But
looks like a body drops for Thunder on that attack.
Body out.
Yeah, body for each team walking off. It's 4-on-4 with 1 minute and 53 seconds to go. DMG is going to be taking this game, but like you said, though, as far as tactics are concerned and game plans, the aggressive moves are working. Players are making it up into these center positions almost untouched. And we haven't really seen anybody die off the break trying to make it up far in the center of the field yet.
Yeah, only the secondary moves we've seen people. Once people get established trying to delay up there, they've gotten chopped up.
D side, for sure, secondary moves in the center, and then off the break on the snake side. But no one has got shot off the break trying to make it up on the up in the center of the field yet through two full sets now. So that's something to kind of take note of here, is DMG just trying to hold on, burn this minute and 15 seconds off, and take their first win in the tournament.
Yeah, and they're going to do that because as of this point, Thunder cannot concede.
Yeah, well, now the question is, are they going to get a mercy rule or are they not? As this game's already decided as far as who's going to win or lose.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised right now. You know, the Thunder players have to walk past DMG as they lose their 4th body now, so only Lackey left alive in the 50 snake.
Yeah, well, Brusselback you can see Brusselback, he's counting the bodies and he realizes, okay, this is just Lackey left alive. Lackey switches at the last second, allows Brusselback to either get that kill, to overball.
He overballed Lackey.
No such thing.
On the side.
The only way you get overball if it's 250 cal. I've seen the commercials.
Oof. It's dangerous.
Get some.
Dangerous. Brusselback.
Well, so 2 of the new teams
can just go hit the horn if he wants.
Yeah, in these first 2 sets, getting victories. Sacramento DMG with a huge win in this Mercy Rule, killing over Seattle Thunder, and New York Extreme in that close first match they had against Chicago Aftershock, getting the win. So
just hit the buzzer. You don't need to wait for the clock.
I don't think he knows maybe the Mercy Rule situation. Well, I'm just trying to put the point on the board.
So nice job by DMG. Let's head down the sidelines and check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks. I'm here with Kirill Peridny. Congratulations on your guys' first win of the day in overtime versus Infamous. Now, you managed to squeak out that win, but you were kind of laughing here on the sidelines with me. Tell me how you feel about your team's performance in that first match.
We started strong, as always, and then made a couple of the individual mistakes when young kids are feeling the blood of the opponents. They're attacking, they're making not correct moves. That's how really experienced and defensive team as Infamous can recatch the advantage, what they actually did. And in the end, like 3 veterans over here had to play the over points against the 3 against 4. And we actually were supposed to lose this match, for sure. Because we give them the advantage, the momentum was on their side, and we were playing 3 against 4 in the overtime.
Well, luckily for you, you were able to bring it back, but it sounds like the skill is all there. It's the mental game that the new players are struggling with. How can you teach newer players to play with a high level of that mental capacity?
Only experience and coach and lead, because coaches supposed to be over these players and explaining them when they did something wrong, and especially explain them when they did something right, because those guys supposed to have some background that they can download into their head and start pushing themselves out from this basis. That would be the best combination of how to make the young kids to play better.
So what are you specifically going to say to your team in the huddle before your next match?
Play smart. Play smart. We got the advantage, passed in some information, play smart. Snake side knows that the T-back side is supposed to make first moves, then center, then them. It's easy.
All right, well, thank you so much. Congratulations to DMG and Moscow Red Legion for those wins. Stay tuned for Dynasty versus Seattle Uprising after the break.